Welcome back friends. Today we are going to solve LeanCode problem 40, implement queue by 2stacks. So let's go through the description. As the title describes, you should only use 2stacks to implement a queue's actions. The queue should support push element pop top where pop is pop the first element in the queue. Both pop and top methods should return the value of the first element. Suppose the queue is not empty when the pop function is called. So they have given us like two examples here. So let's take this first example over here. So this is similar example. This is not exactly the same example, but this is a similar example. So basically what the problem is saying is generally we implement queue by using a linked list type structure, right, where we will have a node and then we will have its value and next pointer, and then we implement queue generally using linked list type data structure. But now they want us to implement queue by using 2stacks. So basically let us just take this example and let us first like just understand once like how the queue works, and then we will implement using 2stacks. So for example, so let me just take this color. So for example, if we have one queue here, right, this is our queue and this is our queue in Java, right? So this is a rare end of the queue where we in like and this one is the front end of the queue, right, front of the queue. So whenever we insert a data, so let's go through this example. So push 1, push 2 and push 3. So whenever we push 1 and then 2 and then 3, then the elements will be pushed in this way. So one will be on the one will be in the top, right, like this is the front basically. So whenever we are taking out any element, one will take out first basically from the queue, because queue is first in first out, right, FIFO. Queue basically is first in first out data structure, right? So that is what the queue is. So when we are doing top and pop, so top will just return this number, so it will return 1 as you can see in the output here. And when we are doing pop, then pop actually removes this element and return it. So now it will return 1, but it will remove it from the queue. Similarly, at this time, the 2 will come on the front side, right? 2 will be on the front side of the queue because 1 is now out from the queue, right? So next time when we do top and pop, it will return 2, and when we are doing pop, it will remove the 2 and return it from the queue, right? So that is how the queue works. So front element will be removed and top will just return the reference to the element, right? And queue is a first in first out data structure. So now let us look into how we can implement the queue by using stack, right? So let me just revert back a little bit so we can use the same queue now again. So yeah, so now we are here. So now we have to implement it using 2stacks. So we will create one stack and the second one we will call it as a reversed stack, right? And whenever so push will, this is our stack, right? So push, this is the stack and this is the reverse stack. 2stacks we will have. So when we are pushing 1 into stack 1, we can just push a normal way, right? Then 1 will go here into stack 1, then 2 will go, and then 3 will go, right? Push will just be a normal push operation into the stack, right? So like this basically. So after that, when we call top operation, right, top operation, what we will do is top basically, as you are seeing here, with the same example, top should return this 1 basically, right? Top should return the first element that we have inserted. So what we will do is we will pop out all the elements from stack and we will put those elements into reverse stack, right? So as you can say, 3 will be out, 3 will be put into this stack, then 2 will be put into this stack, then 1 will be put into this stack, right? And at this time this stack becomes empty, correct, because we already put these elements here. And what we will do is we will just do the peak operation on the stack here, right? On the reverse stack we will do peak operation. So I'll just write down. So peak operation will just give you the reference of this one basically, right? And we will return that reference and after returning the reference, we will get this one there, right, after we remove the reference. And again we will now put this reversed stack back into the stack. So once we again put it back into the stack, then again the order will be like, then one will we will take out one, we will put one here, then we will push two here, then we will push three here, right? So that is how the top operation we will implement. So we just took out the we took out like popped elements from stack, we put it in, pushed it into reverse stack, and then we just picked the first element from reverse stack, right, for the top operation. And then we again popped all the elements from reverse stack after we are done, and again put it back into the stack, right? So now the stack will look like as it used to look originally, right? 1 2 3 again into the stack. So now when we again in case of pop, when we are popping, when we want to implement pop operation, what we will do is we will take these elements from stack and we will again put it into reverse stack, right? So now reverse stack will look like this again, so we will take 3 2 1 and we will put it into the push it into the reverse stack. So 3 2 1 will look like this into reverse stack. And after we are done, then what we will do is we will pop first element from this one. So now we are popping the first element here. So in case of top we were picking it, now we are popping it, right? So we pop it, so it will be removed basically from the stack, and we will return that element here as the result of pop operation. And after that, whatever remains like 2 and 3, we will put them back into the original stack. So we will put it back into original stack. So the original stack will look like, so we'll take 2 and we will push it here, we will take 3, we will push it here. So original stack, it will look like this, right, in the case. So this is the way we are going to implement the queue, top and pop operations, right, by using two stacks. So that is the logic of how we can use two stacks for implementing queue. Because the queue, we have to remember that queue is a first in first out. So whatever we insert first in the queue should come out first basically, right? So as you can see here, we have inserted first one into the queue, right? So one should come out first basically. That's why you are getting one here when we are doing top and pop operation. And after the pop operation, again if we do it, then we will get the second element that we inserted into the queue, which is 2, right? So that's why we are getting 2 here in the top and pop operation when we do it second time, right? So let's look at the code implementation. So we just created stack and reverse stack, both have stack of integers here, right? And then we just initialized the stack into the constructor of myQueue. So we just did initialization here. And push is a normal push operation on stack, right? Because this is the stack, original stack. So push will be just push normal operation into the original stack. And then when we are doing a when we are doing pop operation, we will just first put all the element into the other like reverse stack, and then we will pop the first element, right? So as you can see, this put to other means it will take all, put to other is a helper function, as you can see here. So it takes all the operation like all the elements from stack 1 and it puts it into stack 2. So as you can see, while source is not empty, it will keep putting elements into target stack, right? So that's what it does. So first in the pop operation, we will put all the elements into the reverse stack, and then we will pop the first element and we will just get it as a result. And then again we will put back, all the elements from reverse stack to back to the stack, right? And we will just return the result here, right? So that is how the pop operation works, as I said here. So we will pop out the first element in case of pop operation, and then once we are done, we have to again put it back to the original stack. So that's what we are doing here, right? Okay. So now in case of in case of top operation, it is similar to pop operation, but we are just picking the element, right? Here we are not like popping the element from reverse stack. We are just picking. Picking means it will just return the reference to us. It will not actually remove the element from the stack, right? So that is what we want in case of top. So it is similar to pop. We will first put take elements from original stack, put it into reverse stack, and then we will pick the first element, right? Pick the first element from the stack, which is this one, and then after we are done, we will again put back all the elements from reverse stack to the original stack, and we will return the result basically, right? So that is the top operation. And put to other, as I said, it just copies elements from one stack and then it pushes into another stack, right? So so it keeps like pushing into other stack, keep popping from one and pushing into the target basically. So this is the implementation. So let us just take the same example that we just discussed here. We push 1 2 3 and we are doing top pop two times, right? So let's just run this one. So as you can see here, we are getting 1122, right, as the output. So it is correct, 1122 we are getting there also. So this is correct. Also, if we want, we can take this another example that they gave us. So this is another example that they gave us, right? So let me just remove this. So this one is, so this is the original example that they gave us. So let's make sure that this also works fine. So 122 we should get now in this case. So we are getting 122, which is correct. So let's go ahead and submit this solution. So as you can see, our solution got accepted. So this is the way you can implement queue by using two stacks. So you have to just create one stack and then one reverse stack, and then you have to just move the elements from one stack to other stack, and then either you can pick the first element or pop the first element. So you will pick in case of top operation, and you will pop the element in case of um, uh, like a pop operation, right? So that's what you will do. So this is how the FIFO structure. FIFO is first in first out. So that is a queue. So whatever is the input element, first input element to the queue will come out first from the queue. So that is the basic idea. So if you haven't already checked my LeetCode playlist, please check it out. It has over 100 solved problems along with Java code and examples. It has also different variety of problems, including dynamic programming, then different logical problems, also with Java, different Java problems using Java structures like hash map, tree map, hash set, all strings related problems. So check it out. Also go through the Java interview playlist. It has a lot of frequently asked questions about Java which are asked by big tech companies. So go through them and practice them. That will definitely be helpful if you are preparing for Java J2 or coding interviews. If you like this video and if you find it helpful, please subscribe it and like it. Your subscription is really important to us, because this is the way the video can reach to more people who are preparing for Java interviews, and they can also get the help from this. So please subscribe it, and thanks for watching the video.